Hello, YouTube. I realized that was. Oh no, all my data is gone. Well, no matter, I can start a new game. I kind of wanted to anyways, since this is going to be the beginning of a long and illustrious, rather, series called Nostalgia Games. Now, you all know the ones that I'm talking about. Oh, indeed. How could you not see that big ass hole you fell through? Anyways, nostalgia games, games that you want to play. You might have grown up playing them when you were a kid, and then if you're anything like me, it's not to give my age away or anything like that, but 10, 15, 20, depending on the game itself later, and you remember playing it as a kid. It might have gotten you through some hard times or something of that nature, and you just love it. Now, for me, I have a bunch of games I used to play when I was a kid. Well, I don't really want to say when I was a kid. I was well into my teens. It was a decade or so ago. Uh, Legend of the Dragoon was a big one. Never really actually played this one until then, but I know some of you people must have heard of it or played it when you were younger, back when it first came out, probably for PlayStation 1, so this game is probably in itself around 20-ish years old. I would hazard a guess that this game was created before I was born or close to it. But anyways, those games you think back to and you have fond memories of. You like to play it, and even though nowadays when everything is way over the charts and the graphics are so lifelike and the games are so complicated and things like that, it just makes you yearn for back in the day when you were a teenager, when life was simpler and there was no mortgage or taxes or anything like that. Seemed like people were far less stupid back then. Okay, let's finish up this battle. I'm going to first off go into my settings and see if I can set it to run instead of walk, because walking just takes too long. Okay. See if I can remember how to do this. I've only played this once or twice before. Oh, hey, there we go. Walk, run. There we go. Now, as I may have already said, I've played this game a little bit before. The gist of it, I guess, is these people are chosen, and then you run around collecting these crystals, and the crystals give you different jobs that you can do to get the job done, etc. Seems like a pretty solid game. I'm not usually a big Final Fantasy player. My favorites, as I'm sure will be the same with many of you, are 7 and 8. 7 of favorite of all time. I love Cloud Strife. But even more than Cloud Strife is Sephiroth with that giant sword of his. Can't beat it. When you can take somebody out and cut them in half 20 feet before they're even at you, that's okay by me. That and the fact that he's got that one wicked angel wing, the black angel wing, it just really looks cool, and the coat ties everything together. Of course, Cloud is no slouch either. I mean, he has a lot of great attacks. The Buster Sword is big and powerful. I realize I've spent most of the time that I've been playing this game talking about other ones, but, well, I'm sure they'll be part of both of those on here, or the nostalgia games, of course, as well. It's not like I'm just going to be playing one game. I'll be playing an array and talking and things like that, just to give you a short introduction. Okay, let's kill this goblin. Get him out of the way. Come on. That is one of the things that I do like about the newer games. The ability to skip cutscenes. That is a very nice ability to have. Now, this one does it when it wants to. It just doesn't do it all the time. Of course, for a game as old as it is, I guess you're lucky if you even get the ability to actually speed up the wording on the read boxes. I don't think that's what they're called, but that's what I'm calling them for now, so you'll have to live with it. And I'll be giving most of these games a general shakedown, a view, but to be honest, most of it will just be me here blabbing while you're listening to me talk, and every once in a while I might be able to get in a tidbit of information or just make a total fool of myself. Either way, it's interesting, you know? Take out this wisp. And then what appears to be a oyster shell with an eyeball sticking out of it. What's that thing called? Carbuncle. I remember in some of the other Final Fantasy games, Carbuncle was a summoned creature. But how does that make a carbuncle? I don't know. Maybe I'll Google it later. Run down here and get this chest. Arctic Wind. Well, that'll come in handy. That's one of the things that kind of got to me on this game, too. In particular, I mean, all Final Fantasy games, especially the turn-by-turn based ones, were notorious for having a lot of battles. I mean, it seems like you might walk 5 or 6 steps and then you've got a battle, but on this one it's 2 or 3. And it can get tiresome, especially when the game's not, or it shouldn't necessarily be based around, ooh, another Arctic Wind, sweet. Shouldn't be based around, the whole level up a lot and then fight and fight and fight. It should be more how you fight, how you use your resources, etc. I know on this one it's a little harder to do things like that, especially if you are planning on getting where you need to go from leveling up, because you can level up very quickly, but it doesn't seem to me like the levels do or make as much of a difference. But yeah, I mean, I could be wrong. Okay. Alright, let's go through here. Oh, really thought there was another entrance there. Oh, cool. Okay, I hope I don't run out of time beforehand, but I'm going to try and fight this giant turtle thing here that is apparently spitting purple light at me. And then that'll probably be all for this video. I don't know if I've already said it, but I'll try to make the videos sort of concise, maybe throw a little review in there at, roughly 10 minutes or less, especially since I'm using a software that only allows me to do it in 10-minute spurts. Unless, of course, I buy the whole software, and I'm cheap, so I don't want to buy the unlimited software in order to make longer videos if I'm not on here that much or I'm not recording every day. And who knows, I might get into it more as we go, and I might make longer videos. I might, oh no. I need a potion! Potion, there we go. I might actually like this and consider it more of a hobby and be doing it every day, and then it would justify it. But until then, it's really just something that I'm doing in my spare time, and I'm going to try it and hope that you like it. Because I do, and that's really what matters to me. Die, giant turtle, die! Ow. You would think a turtle that big could just snap me in half. I guess I'll just keep wailing on it until it dies. Oh, sweet, it died. And that was the giant turtle of Doom's downfall.